This government has already given its support to expansion at City Airport and at Stansted. And there are 2 live decisions on Luton and Gatwick which will be made by the Transport Secretary shortly. But as our only hub airport, Heathrow is in a unique position, and we cannot duck the decision any longer. I have always been clear that a 3rd runway at Heathrow would unlock further growth, boost investment, increase exports, and make the UK more open and more connected. And now the case is stronger than ever, because our reforms to the economy, like speeding up the planning system and our plans to modernise UK airspace, means the delivery of this project is now set up for success. So I can confirm today that this government supports a 3rd runway at Heathrow and is inviting proposals to be brought forward by the summer. We will then take forward a full assessment through the Airport National Policy Statement. This will ensure that the project is value for money, and our clear expectation is that any associated surface transport costs will be financed through private funding. And it will ensure that a 3rd runway is delivered in line with our legal, environmental and climate objectives. Heathrow themselves are clear that their proposal for expansion will meet strict rules on noise, air quality and carbon emissions. And we are already making great strides in transitioning to cleaner and greener aviation. And a 3rd runway could create over 100,000 jobs. For international investors, persistent delays have cast doubt about our seriousness towards improving our economic prospects. Business groups like the CBI, the Federation of Small Businesses and the Chambers of Commerce right across the UK, as well as trade unions like GMB and Unite, are clear. A 3rd runway is badly needed. We will then take forward a full assessment through the Airport National Policy Statement. This will ensure that the project is value for money, and our clear expectation is that any associated surface transport costs will be financed through private funding. And it will ensure that a 3rd runway is delivered in line with our legal, environmental and climate objectives. Heathrow themselves are clear that their proposal for expansion will meet strict rules on noise, air quality and carbon emissions. Net zero is the industrial opportunity of the 21st century, and Britain must lead the way. That is why we will publish a refreshed carbon budget delivery plan later this year, which alongside the spending review will set out our plans to deliver Carbon Budget 6. Today, I can also announce that we are removing barriers to deliver 16 gigawatts of offshore wind by designating new marine protected areas to enable the development of this technology in areas like East Anglia and Yorkshire. We stand at a moment of global change. In that context, we should be guided by one clear principle above all: to act in the national interest, for our economy, for our businesses, and for the British people. That means building on our special relationship with the United States under President Trump. The Prime Minister discussed the vital importance of growth with the President last weekend, and I look forward to working with the new Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, to deepen our economic relationship in the months and years ahead. Our approach to trade also means building stronger relationships with fast-growing economies all around the world. That is why I led a delegation to China for the first economic and financial dialogue since 2019, alongside world-leading financial services businesses, including HSBC, Standard Chartered and Schroders, unlocking £600 million of tangible benefits for the UK economy. And I am pleased to confirm that the Business and Trade Secretary will shortly visit India to restart talks on the free trade agreement and bilateral investment treaty that the last government failed to deliver.